Hi, my name is Marcus Braun and I am the Consultant Pastry Chef for Barker's. Today we're going to make a caramel panna cotta using the caramel classic cream from Barker's. For the first part of the recipe, what we need to do is bring the cream and the vanilla paste to the boil. Once we've done that, we can dissolve our hydrated gelatin directly into that to dissolve it and disperse it evenly in that base. Now once we've dissolved our hydrated gelatin into the cream and vanilla base, then we can add the classic caramel cream into the hot mixture. So I'm going to weigh up 240 grams of the caramel filling into the hot cream, and then we're going to mix that through. So this cream filling can be used as a bake stable filling inside tarts and pastries, but what I've used the cream filling for is to flavour the panna cotta itself. So once that has dispersed evenly through that cream, I'm going to transfer that into a larger bowl just to help to cool that down before I fold in my whipped cream. I can really smell that lovely caramel flavour coming through now with that warm cream mixture. Okay, my caramel filling has been mixed through that cream base. I'm just going to pour that directly into a nice large clean bowl just to help cool that down before I fold in my whipped cream. Now I've got the semi-whipped cream here, which I'm going to add in 2 stages into the base, just to fold that through. The cream is just going to lighten up the panna cotta slightly. Now once I've folded the remainder of the cream through the mix, we're going to pipe this directly into our moulds. So what I've got here is some silicone moulds, but what you could use instead of the silicone moulds is something like a nice plastic Darrow mould or metal Darrow mould. Something like that would be fine. The purpose of using these silicone moulds here is that because I'm going to freeze these mousses for the panna cotta, and then I'm going to turn them out and then defrost for presentation. And then we're going to fill up these moulds to about 2/3 full with the panna cotta mixture, and then we're going to add the chocolate sponge onto the base of these. What I've got in the container here is a punching syrup, and this is sugar syrup and dark rum. It's pretty much half and half of the sugar syrup and the dark rum, so you can really smell that lovely flavour. And the dark rum goes really nicely with the caramel, and obviously the chocolate goes nicely with the caramel and the rum as well. What we need to do with the brush is we need to soak the sponge quite liberally, so the sponge soaks up that lovely rum syrup, and then we can place that directly on top of our caramel panna cotta. We're just going to place this into the refrigerator or the freezer to set. If you're placing this in the refrigerator, then you'd want to place that in there for at least 3 to 4 hours to set up before removing it from the moulds. If you place that in the freezer, once again 3 to 4 hours to pop out nice and cleanly, and then we can place that onto our nice sablé disc which is baked. Now to glaze the panna cotta, once they're turned out of the moulds, what we need to do is make sure that they are still frozen, so the glaçage will stick to the outside of them. Just make sure that you heat up the glaçage to about 35 degrees Celsius and blend it with a hand blender till it's nice and smooth, and then we can pour them directly over the panna cotta to glaze and finish them. Now once you've glazed them, remove them from the wire rack and place them on the little spiced sablé biscuit, and then we can decorate them accordingly. So I'm just placing the little chocolate garnish on the centre of each panna cotta just to finish them off. And there we have it, the lovely caramel panna cotta coated in the salted caramel glaçage on a spiced sablé biscuit.